Hey, what's going on? My name is Robbie Cornelius with Southern Web Developer here in Valdosta, Georgia. Here to talk about the services that my team and I offer. You see it right here. We help companies establish, grow, and monetize. And that's because Southern Web Developer believes in professional websites that generate leads. You see, you've already built your physical presence. Now, let us build your digital one. Now, the reason why we are so passionate about websites is because websites can set you apart from your competition. So many people make the argument that they have a Facebook page and an Instagram page, and they say, well, if I have that, why do I need a website? And it's not a question as to whether you should have one or the other. If you really want to grow, if you really want to maximize your company, you should have all of them. And not should you only have all of them, you should be utilizing all of them. I see some people who haven't updated their Facebook page in months, believe it or not. And I'm talking about very successful companies. Now, what that looks like to an outsider, it looks like you're not in business when you have a website or Facebook or Instagram page that you haven't updated in a while. But more importantly, your website sets you apart because everybody has a Facebook page and all Facebook pages look alike. Now, Facebook page are really good, but only about 1% of all the people that follow your Facebook page are going to see your organic post. So let's just say 1,000 people follow you on Facebook. You make a post without boosting it, and only 10 of those people will see it on average. And that's on average. That's without boosting it. Now, if you boost it, Facebook will expose that post to more people. And so, if you want to be free from the shackles of companies like Facebook dictating how many people can see you, then you should definitely invest in your own website. People forget that Facebook is a website, and he who has the website rules the land, okay? And so you want to start becoming the Facebook of your industry, meaning you're not trying to grab a million people into your website, but you are trying to funnel high quality leads. And why do you want to do that? Why do you want to funnel high quality leads? Well, let me tell you a little story about Facebook. Now, Facebook has been absolutely genius at their marketing strategy. When Facebook first started out, it was only available for college students. And then all of a sudden, it opened itself up to the general population. And it was absolutely free. And for the most part, for the average user, Facebook is still free. But even when it was free, Facebook had an evaluation saying that the company was worth billions of dollars before it ever made one single dollar. And the reason why that is because they were not counting the cash flow that Facebook had or hadn't made. They were counting the data that Facebook had acquired from all of its free users. And here's what I mean by data. I mean name, I mean phone numbers, I mean email addresses, and also patterns that are related to the way people use Facebook. So when you have data, you have gold. On the internet, when you're building a social presence on the internet, whether that's through social media or whether that's through your own website, always remember data is gold. That's why Facebook gave the platform away for all these years, because it was collecting data. And then what it did, it allowed people to create Facebook business pages for free. And if you got 1,000 people following you, then the majority of those people would see you when you made a post. But they were very smart. They were very strategic in their business model because after they got all the businesses to opt in to free Facebook pages, they changed the algorithm and made it to where only about 10% of all the people that follow a Facebook business page will actually see the post from that page unless that business decides to boost the post. And so, what I'm getting at here is Facebook understands that data is gold. And I'm here to communicate to you that data is gold. You want to be building your database. Now, you might say, Robbie, I already have access to some of my customers on Facebook. That's fine, but that's not data. All you have is a channel of communication between you and your customer or potential customer, because Facebook is not going to hand over any of that information to you about those people you're communicating with, meaning they're not going to hand over the phone numbers or the email addresses of any of those people. In fact, Facebook just got in trouble because of that. But what I'm getting at here is if you focus your attention more on building your own website, meaning building your own database, then you will be the one who has the gold. And so many people are caught up on the cheap sales. They're so caught up on the fact that, oh, Facebook is free, so I'm going to just use it. Well, what about when Facebook goes away? At least if you build your own website and collect data, if websites or the internet goes away, you still have that data. But right now, if Facebook shuts down, so many businesses are screwed because they've put all their eggs in the basket of Facebook. And so what I'm here to do is educate you on the fact that data is what you need to be collecting. Now, we all know that when we go into a Walgreens or when we go into the children's the clothing store for the kids, you know what I mean. When you go into those stores, the first thing they do before they even take your money, they ask you for an email address, a phone number, and a daggone address. Why are they asking for your information before they take your money? That's because they value your information more than they value that current transaction. They want to market to you over and over again. So if I have your email address, if I have your phone number, if I have your physical address, then that gives me the opportunity as a as a company to market to you over and over again. And I've been trying to screaming at the top of my lungs for companies to understand that you need to be in the business of collecting data. Now, websites are very good at collecting data. You build a website, you build it right, you service a customer's needs, and they hand over their data. And that's a great way. So no matter what business you go into, you still have data that you've collected for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years. And another reason why you want to put more emphasis on your website is because although Facebook is good, it's not loyal to you. Facebook is not loyal, so you shouldn't be loyal to Facebook. You should be using Facebook and all these other social media platforms as a tool to gather more people and direct them to your Facebook, your website, you know what I mean? So they can submit their data and so that you can build a relationship with those customers. Another reason why it's very important to put your website as a top priority than social media is because social media is a gated community. If a person doesn't have Facebook or if a person doesn't have Instagram, then they're not going to come across your company. That's a gated community because those platforms are controlled by a hierarchy. And that hierarchy tells you what you can and can't do. It tells you what you can and can't sell. It tells you who you can and can't reach. And so if you have your own website, you get to determine who you reach. There's this little cool thing called SEO, search engine optimization. And all that means is that when a person types in a certain thing on Google, your website will pop up if it is in harmony with the keywords that that person typed in. And so here at Southern Web Developer, we don't just build pretty looking websites. We also build these websites to perform for you, aka rank higher on Google. Why? So they can attract more customers for you and enter those customers into your database. That's what this is about. This is a data game. I want you to understand that. That's why Instagram is free. It's why all the other platforms out there are free, because they are in the business of collecting data. And so you want to change your mindset. I don't care if you're a roofing company. I don't care if you're a plumber. I don't care if you have a lawn care service. I don't care who you are or what you do. You should be in the business of collecting data, collecting information, so you can continue to have that channel of communication open with that customer or potential customer. So we're going to get right into it here at Southern Web Developer. We're not just building these websites to rank. We're not just building these websites. We're not just building these websites to look good. We're building these websites so that they will perform for you. And here's what I mean by perform. I'm going to just type in 2 words, Valdosta Medicare, and you'll see that right here, my client is right there at the top. Valdosta Medicare Supplement, we put him there. Also, he's right here. We put him there. And if you go to his website, it loads very fast. It's clean. It's straight to the point. But also, we've highlighted those calls to action because we want to drive more customers for Mr. Howard Goldstein. And we want to do that for your company as well. I'm just going to type in Valdosta Asphalt. And I'm going to show you that we built these companies to rank. That's our client, DC Hot Mix. They rank at the top of Google for the keyword Valdosta Asphalt. We can get almost any company to rank higher on Google. As you see right here, it says website built and managed by Southern Web Developer. Again, we're not just building these websites to look good. We're building these websites so that they will actually perform for you and your company. I'm going to type in commercial laundry companies. And we're going to stroll down. This was a hard one to rank for. And my client, TLC Tri-State, is right there at the top of Google ranking for that keyword. It was very hard to do that, but we did it. And we don't stop until you are ranking. That's the bottom line. We don't stop until you're at the top. Here's the deal. If you type in Valdosta Web Developer, and I even misspelled it, but I'm right here at the top. I'm also right here. I'm also right here. And I'm also right here. So here's the deal. We can rank almost any customer on the top of Google because we know exactly what we're doing. A lot of people are going to tell you that they can rank you higher on Google. But here's the deal. If a customer can't rank themselves, they definitely cannot rank you at all. At all. And so it's not just about putting in certain keywords. It's about constructing the website in a scientific way that it's guaranteed to rank higher and attract more leads. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on pause for a second, and I'm going to show you the back office of our software and how it looks when we are generating leads for you. All right, here we are in the back office of our software, and I'm not going to show you what customer this is, but I am going to tell you that we launched this website for this client around December 30th. All right. And as you see here, it just shot up and started performing. And this is all organic. We haven't even paid for any advertising for this client at all. This is just organic. And up until this point, it's been seen 14,000 times. And then 6,554 of those visitors were new visitors that came to the website for the first time. And we can track the websites that are referring this customer. We can track the search inquiries that people are using to find this company. We check the devices that people are finding this company on. And we also look at even the browser that people are using to find this company. And what I do is when I come in every morning, all I do is I watch this. I make sure that the meter is moving and that our customers are actually generating leads. And so I want you to know that you'll have somebody on your team that is dedicated to the growth of your online presence. We're not just building pretty looking websites. We are software developers that literally put our heart and soul into everything we do. And so it's been my great passion to just educate people on the fact that it's very important to build up your database. What are you marketing for if you're not driving people into some type of funnel? And so that's what we're doing. We're marketing, but we're using these websites to rank organically, and we're driving people into our funnel to build up our database. Now, I'm not going to show you this customer's database at all because that's confidential, but I just want you to see that our websites literally perform. I mean, just in this one day right here, this website was visited 125 times in one day. And that's just organic. And this is not even a category that, is even that popular, believe it or not. We just know what we're doing. I've been building websites since 2007, and professionally, I've been building websites now for half of a decade. And so I just want you to know that we're not a fly by night company. We're here located in Valdosta, Georgia. And this is just the tip of the iceberg of what we know we can do for your company when it comes to building a digital portfolio and making the right people gravitate towards your brand. So we do it for companies like TLC Tri-State, Wheel Insulation, Mary Roof USA, GTFO Moving Company, Osteen Buildings, just to name a few. But if I click here, you'll see that the list goes on and on and on. And no, these are not all of our customers, it's just some. And not only do we rank other people, we also rank ourselves. We are lead generating magnets, okay? And so if you don't have a website, you're definitely missing out on the people that are searching for your product or service. I'm telling you, like I'm telling you nothing else, people are searching for you outside of social media. Okay. And the transactions, the opt ins are happening outside of social media. Now, I'm not bashing social media at all. I use all the platforms and I appreciate them tremendously. But when I get my bang for my buck, it's coming from my website. Now, if you do have a website, either you're 100% satisfied with it or there's some things you want to change about it. Either you're not happy with the way it looks, you're not happy with the way it performs, and or you might not be happy with either of the two. And so if you have a website, that doesn't mean anything. 90% of our customers are people that already had websites, okay? So there's always something that I can point out that your web developer just didn't do because he or she didn't know about it. Most web developers are just web developers. We are much more than that. We are digital strategists. We will help you dominate your competition. I promise you that. And so the cool thing about us as well is that when we work with you, we limit ourselves to the people we work with inside your industry that's located in a certain area because we want to help you beat them. And so I have tons of strategies and ideas that can help you establish, grow, and monetize your presence on the internet. And again, this is me right here, Robbie Cornelius. I am the owner and founder of the company. Built it with 25 cents to my name. I built this company from the ground up, and I look forward to helping you maximize your presence on the internet. If you need anything, give me a call. My number is right here, 229-630-7010. And oh yeah, we're not just building these things for Valdosta. We're building websites for companies all around the world. We're changing people's lives. We're driving more leads, okay? And we want to do it for you. So again, if you need anything, my name is Robbie Cornelius with Southern Web Developer, and I look forward to talking to you very soon.